Well, good morning, good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate everybody joining us today. Welcome to our first webinar of our US Small Business Global Academy. Thank you for being with us. And I do want to welcome our first speakers that I'm going to introduce later, Jeremy, Jessica, and Latunia, to turn on your camera. Before we move forward, I do want to say Jessica and I want to give our welcoming. Both U.S. Commercial Services, Department of Commerce, and UPS have a strategic partnership, and through that is why we have this great Global Academy. Jessica, welcome. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much, Maria Luisa. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, and for us today, what we're going to start this journey and all the webinars that we're going to have a conversation that is going to hopefully help you as a small business owners from around the country to expand your business. Let it be expand your footprint domestically, but also hopefully we will encourage you at the end of today to expand it and be able to export and take advantage of what we have available. One of the things that we have learned from a UPS perspective, and I forgot to say my name, Maria Luisa Voice with UPS. One of the things as UPS in our commitment when we work with the small businesses is to make certain that we help on the capacity building to be able to give you the tools and the understanding of what is the art of the possible. Create a community around you. You're not alone. There's a lot of resources available for you that you can leverage. You don't have to use UPS. You can work with us. We want you to have that knowledge and have that capacity building and be able to have that community around you. And two, very important for us, access markets, access new markets, and be able to connect with new customers. And for us, that's very important. And so as we were building this program, Jessica and I were working on from the Department of Commerce perspective, from UPS. We have built a series of webinars and knowledge that we understand for our interaction with businesses in our career that bring value to you, topics that will be useful and that you can turn around and make it available for your different activities. So we go to the next slide. So today I'm very honored and humbled to be able to be joined by three amazing speakers. I'm saying that not because they're hearing me, but because I have worked with them. And I want first to thank them because they are dedicated civil servants that are helping businesses every day to grow and to be able to expand their footprint. And what I love about Jeremy, Latunia, and Jessica is that they work in topics that are so important and people sometimes don't realize how much is available and the resources available. So we're joined today by Jeremy Foreman is an expert finance manager from the U.S. Small Business Administration. I know, Jeremy, I'm following the script in this part. And Jeremy brings over 10 years of experience working with the small businesses and understanding the challenges and the opportunities that are faced. Welcome, Jeremy. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for having me, Maria.
Of course, Jeremy. Thank you for your work. And we're going to be hearing from Jeremy very important information from the Small Business Administration. Then we're joined by Jessica Gordon, who's a director, U.S. Commercial Service for Dallas-Fort Worth area. Jessica, I'm going to say over also 15 years of experience. I know we all started when we were very young. I was 5, but and Jessica, thank you so much for joining us. The expertise that you bring to the table, helping small businesses and also connecting them overseas, it's amazing. And I hope for our small businesses that are listening to us, very important. Welcome, my dear Jessica.
Thank you so much, Maria Luisa. It's a pleasure to be here. And I'm so excited about the U.S. SMB Export Academy program. I know that this is kind of a continuation of a program that we worked on before with the Women Export Academy. And we thought it was so critical that we decided to expand it beyond just a focus on women-owned and women-run companies. And so it's a pleasure to be able to launch the new and improved program. And I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you so much, Jessica. Yes, me too. I'm excited. And last but not least, Ms. Latonia Darden, who's Acting Vice President of the Minority and Women-Owned Business Outreach Division of the EximBank. And I know, Latonia, they're going to ask us, what is EximBank? You're going to talk about it. Thank you so much. Welcome, my dear Latonia. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you for including Exim in today's discussion. I'm very excited to share with our guests the benefits of leveraging Exim in the programs that we have.
Thank you. And I love it, Latonia. And I think you bring a point very important. You see here, this is a community that is available for all small businesses from the federal government. And we're going to take you through the journey of what we're going to work. So before we start, some logistics too. I know I'm a logistics company, so we like that, but just to take into consideration, if you have any question as you're hearing the presentation, please press the Q&A and you can write in there the questions. Our presenters will give the presentation and then we'll have 5 minutes for Q&A for each one of them so you can address any questions. We may have a conversation while they're presenting, but you can have that option. On the chat, I do welcome you to please tell us where you joining us from and what is your interest about expanding your business and doing exporting maybe potentially. So let us know all that information. And with that, I'm going to turn it over first to Jeremy. And so let's go to the next slide. Jeremy, so I'm going to start this as a story. So I have a small business owner that very interesting individual, has great innovation, and this business owner is ready to expand the business and export. And so he says, Maria Luisa, what do I do? Of course, I'm with UPS. I said, well, you're with the right company. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. But I said, you need to contact Jeremy at the Small Business Administration and find out some of the products and what is available. And so the business owner said, okay, I will go there. And so, Jeremy, I give you a call and I let you know this is small business is coming to you, ready, has a product and is ready to export. Welcome, Jeremy. Tell us your story.
Thanks, Maria. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, so that's kind of how it begins all the time. Most of the time, it doesn't matter where you make the first introduction, whether it be with me with the SBA or Latanya with Exim or Jessica with commercial service. We work together as an ecosystem to get you the right information that you need. And so within the SBA, Office of International Trade, we have finance programs that lenders utilize to be able to support that small business owner with their export transaction. So if you go into the next slide, Daniel, thank you. So within the SBA Office of International Trade, as you see here, our mission is to increase the U.S. exports, whether that be small business exporters and the volume of export products that are leaving out of the country. So my role as the export finance manager is to both work with lenders and small businesses to learn how to find opportunities, how to structure our loan programs, and to create awareness to our small business owners to let them know what's available to them through our programs and what we can help with. Because a lot of our small business owners don't know this is available to help with their export transactions. So you can go into slide, Daniel. Next slide, Daniel. Perfect. So to qualify for our programs, we only support export transactions within the Office of International Trade. So how we qualify an export transaction is basically something really simple. As an export transaction is the production and payment associated with a sale of goods to our services to a foreign buyer. So if you have that in place where you have a foreign buyer trying to procure a product or service from you as a small business owner, you can qualify for our programs. We also follow